my mystical magical creatures and my creatures of the night. Today I'm going to be giving you a Think Back Thursday, and it's this new thing that I'm thinking about starting where I go back and think about moments in my past and I share them with you guys. So as of recently, I've been thinking a lot about my past, obviously, and how much I used to write about my problems and just about random stories and all this other junk. And I figured, what better way to kind of help me, or should I say past me, get through some of her problems than to share it with you guys. So, when I was in high school and like the last year of me being in middle school, I wrote a bunch. I wrote about everything, anything, wherever, whenever. And it wasn't that I inspired to be a writer or a poet. It was just a form of release. And you know, some of the stuff that I wrote was pretty personal, and some of it was actually fun and playful. So yeah, I plan on doing this like a lot, and specifically on Thursdays, because I have a lot of books that I've written in, and there's even more than this, but these are just a few that I grabbed from off my bookshelf. Yeah, so I'm gonna share some of what young Amorous wrote with you guys. I was cleaning my room when I found this piece of paper that was lodged somewhere in this book, and I got this book when I was in North Carolina visiting a friend, and I liked the colors for some reason. It was different and it had a lot of pages in it, so I grabbed it. But yeah, this is from high school, these 2 pages, and they kind of give you a sense of what I would be thinking about in class, or what I would be doing if I wasn't focusing on the lesson. Okay. Let my mind wander. Let it soar, high above the clouds. Can I escape this lesson of the Greeks in ancient Rome, where women were looked at as little? I'm a woman, but I'm not little. My thoughts and feelings actually count in the world of today. That's why I go to this school. Fashion, the almost not so much all-girls school, where a girl dominates. But I don't plan to just dominate. I plan to rule. Rule all the fashion shows, and and even become like the Great Oz from The Wizard of Oz. Today's color is black. Yes, yes. That is what I want to do. I'll be the woman of the house. But my man can't be weak either. I'll be bringing in the salad because I'm a vegetarian. While he pays the bill with our money. Yeah, some of the things that will be going through my head during class times, huh? Okay, so on to this book. This one's filled with a lot of short stories in the beginning of it, because that's what I had originally planned this book to be for. But as I got on to about here, and I was done with the short stories, I moved on to it only being poems. So I'll read, let's see, which one should I read? Which one's okay to read anyway? Like I said, some of the stuff is pretty personal, so try not to judge, but the ones that I choose to share is mostly because they were past things or silly and I'm over it. Okay. Behind the smiles. Can you see it? Can you see through my mask? Surely not, for I've kept it for so long. But underneath all the plaster, I hide my frown. I hide it at home, I hide it outside, even school. No one must see me frown. No one. I'm forced to wear my mask, maintain the perfect family image. No room for mistakes, no room for freedom, just perfection. There is no you, only we. Try and spread your wings, they will be clipped. That's the end. Because I know what this is about, and probably not what most people would think from hearing it, but because I know what it's about, it's actually pretty dark. Probably to a professional poet or something, it's not that dark. I don't know, but yeah. Little me was depressing. I'm a lot happier now, but I don't write a lot. Maybe I need to get depressed so I can write again? I don't know. This book is probably one of the first books that I actually bought, and I got this in middle school. I really haven't looked at this book a lot since. There's so many stories in here that have not been shared or revised or spell checked or grammar checked and so on. I don't think there's anything in here for me to really share because this book is pretty personal. So on to the next one. Okay. This was the first book I actually got. And it's from middle school too, because I can tell my handwriting has changed drastically since middle school, and this is my middle school handwriting. On the front it says live, love, dance. I was a dancer in middle school and for a good portion of my life, but I don't think there's really anything in here worth sharing because it's all mostly fantasy stories, or either I got mad and ripped out a lot of the pages because there are indeed pages missing from this book. So yeah, this is the first time I'm really going through all of these. Okay, this book is from freshman year, and my freshman year of high school, and it's a mixture of both short stories and poems. And found a couple. This one's titled My Heart, and it gets pretty dramatic. My heart. You think my heart would be broken due to all of the heartbroken pain, the pains whose names are downs, nerves, crushes, broken wings, and love struck. The heart is chipped down the center, dissolving away on the sides. Diamond patterns and swirls, scribbles and ribbons on the other side is the words that I hold. The words that remain in sleep. You think my heart would be broken. But my heart is shielded. In the very center of the heart you see. You think my heart would be broken. Very repetitive. Ugh. But only one small crack has reached its shield. Only that one person has passed all the rest. Yeah. That's that. I can actually tell you what this was about. I was given an art project my freshman year for my art class, and he wanted us to draw how we were feeling. And I drew this really big heart. It started out as a heart, and because of my heartbroken pain over someone I was seriously crushing on, I drew a really big heart, and I just gave it all this details and stuff. But in the very middle of that heart, there was another smaller heart surrounded in its own little personal circle, and that was the shield of which that had one crack. That was the actual physical heart. That was my heart, but protected by all this other outer fakeness kind of thing. It was, yeah. Crazy teenage life. I used to have the heart still, but I think I ripped it up a couple of months ago. I had it up till this year. It's just I saw it and I was like, why do I still have this? And I tore it to pieces, and it made me feel a lot better. Probably should have burned it outside though. That would have made me feel a lot more. Yeah. When I would get into stories, I would make like sometimes pretty dramatic pictures, like this one. But yeah, I get inspired by bands. Like on the side here, it says Paramore's story, because maybe I'd take some Paramore songs and like incorporate them into like a story of some sort. But yeah, like this one's called Pressure. If no one knows that, I believe that's a Paramore song. So yeah, my childhood self. Let's see. Now we're getting into some. Okay, the next is a series of short poems, so I had to read them together. I can't just read one, otherwise you wouldn't understand anything. So, here we go. Why would love just leave me so? Is it that I'm not worthy? Should it just leave me in tears of pain? Should I lay love down and watch it lie? But still, love is so sweet. Under its brown eyes and warm smiles, I fell of want and lust. The bound in having trust, in having that trust, the bond in having that trust. Love isn't always true, and brown eyes and warm smiles start to fade. Love has its own test, and it's up to you to pass. The summer days pass fast, but with you, time was slow. Coming from different homes to meet at one place, I see you standing there so sweetly, waiting for me. My heart quickens when my eyes met yours. I melted when I saw your white smile. My skin tingled all over when you touched me. My legs grew weak when your lips touched mine. My mind wished to be closer to you. You held me tight, and I felt safe. I felt at home. My world had stopped. There was no such thing as time when your hand was in mine. Cute little nursery rhymes. Love. How old was I? Like 14? What the heck did I know? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't 14. Maybe I was like 15 going on 16. But still, what the heck? The last date. We didn't know it would be our last. Summer was ending. We should have made the best of that day. Our hands entwined, walking close together, walking through the park. It should have been romantic. But something was off. You weren't you. Questions jumped through my head. Did I do something wrong? Your brown eyes weren't the same. I tried to make the kiss goodbye one to remember, but I still regret hopping on that train. I spent the rest of that day thinking. From then on, you had changed. No calls, no text. IMs, nothing. I had a BlackBerry then, so IMs was the thing. I wouldn't call it love, because love wouldn't end so soon. Yeah, that was the end of the third film. Wow, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. So, perhaps I'll see you again next Thursday for this Think Back Thursday. And we'll be reading more books, so yeah. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and have a good and lovely day. Bye.